What's going on, guys? Welcome to the show. Massive news today coming out of Leicester City Football Club. Brendan Rodgers has finally been sacked. According to the official website and various news reports all over the shop now, it's official. Leicester City have come to a mutual agreement with Brendan Rodgers that will see him leave the club after 4 years as the first team manager. What I'm going to quickly do, guys, is get a poll in on if you thought overall his management, his position, was it a good one? Was his spell a decent one? I know this season, probably the last 16 months, hasn't been great. And I know a lot of you are going to be happy. I will check all your comments in a second. I'm just going to get a poll in. Was Rodgers all right? And next topic will be, who are we going to go? Was Rodgers a decent overall manager for LCFC? That is what I want to know. Thank you, Brendan, for at the FA Cup. Okay. No. Terrible. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm going to drop that poll in. I'm going to read that poll in a second and see how that's going. So, first of all, let's get to the official statement from the club. If you haven't seen it, this is the official statement from the club. Leicester City Football Club have reached a mutual agreement with Brendan Rodgers that will see him leave the club after 4 years as our men's first team manager. Brendan departs King Power Stadium as one of the most successful managers in club's history, having guided us to our long-awaited first FA Cup triumph in 2021 and the FA Community Shield in the same year. 2 of the club's 3 highest Premier League finishes and a consecutive European campaign, including our first European semi-final in 2022. Assistant manager Chris Davies and first team fitness coach Glenn Driscoll will also be leaving, with the club's thanks and best wishes for their future careers. Immediate responsibility for first team training and match preparation will be led by the club's long-serving first team coaches Adam Sadler and Mike Stowell, who's been with the club a very long time. Leicester City chairman Iowat Kuntop for you guys. The achievements of the team under Brendan's management speaks for themselves. We've experienced some of the finest. One second. We've experienced some of the finest footballing moments under his guidance and will always be grateful to him and his staff for the heights they helped us reach on the pitch. Off the pitch, Brendan embraced the culture of the club and helped cultivate an outstanding developmental environment, particularly during the transition to Seagrave, and provided strong leadership during the unprecedented challenge of the coronavirus pandemic. His place in Leicester City history is assured. I will check the polls if you agree on this statement. However, performances and results during the current season have been below our shared expectations. It had been our belief that the continuity and stability would be key to correcting our course, particularly given our previous achievements under Brendan's management. Regrettably, the desired improvement has not been forthcoming, and with 10 games of the season remaining, the board is compelled to take alternative action to protect our Premier League status. The task ahead of us in our final 10 games is clear. We need to come together, fans, players and staff, and show the poised quality and fight to secure our position as an established Premier League club. I'm going to go to the polls on what you guys are saying based on that. A lot of you guys, regardless of Brendan Rodgers' recent form as a manager for the club, Brendan Rodgers sacked today on the 2nd. At what time was it? 12:30ish was it today? I think it was about 12:30 of April. You guys have voted in. Thank you, Brendan Rodgers. 67% of you have voted thank you, Brendan Rodgers, for what maybe he has achieved at the club and bringing in successful trophies. I suppose you can call the Community Shield a trophy. It's up to you if you do or not. It's still silverware that you win. And overall, a decent spell in Europe, but it was crumbling hard. Yesterday, I lost one. You can check the shorts out on YouTube. I did lose my mind a little bit. Leicester performance yesterday was simply not good enough for this club. We were poor. 3 shots to 31 against Crystal Palace. I was not a happy bunny yesterday. In fact, maybe the phone call for Brendan, the call for the taxi, maybe is what led to his demise at the club. Maybe he was picked up by quick cabs, and maybe, just maybe, me saying that got him out. Who knows? I'm just bantering at this point. Right, let's get to the comments first of all. I'm glad he's done and dusted after 4 years, says Carl Foster. Sweet, says Redface. A lot of people are happy in the chat. Rennie B, big up. Yes, says Marlon. Great. Love some Lee Chappie. This is an emergency stream. I have been out, I've got in, and I've literally had to cover this like I had to. I've got no choice. So I've only just learned about it when I was out and about myself. I did not know anything about it this morning. If there was whispers or anything, I've not been told anything by, like, I won't say names. I've got contacts. I have not been told anything whatsoever. I ain't even been in. So, and a lot of stuff that I get told, I'm not allowed to speak of anyway. So either way, celebrate good times, celebrate bad times. I don't know. I mean, look, he's gone. But the next phase of this is who is going to come in. I think it's going to be based on if we stay up or not. Manchester United are about to kick off, by the way, against Newcastle at Newcastle. But more importantly, West Ham win today and they get themselves out. We drop to 19th in the Prem. We are 19th, guys. We've got to sort it out. Let's not be, that word and forget what he has done for us. That is very true. Let's not forget the moments that he has brought us. I think he stayed his welcome, overstayed his welcome maybe, just slightly. But look, shit happens. It's done. Now we've got to finally focus and move on. That's it. That is it. Who do you want? Who do you think we will get realistically? Now that's going to be, we're going to save that for the call-in show. I think that's what we'll do. I'll set that up ready for the call-in show. I think that is what we're going to do. Today's topic is just the fact that Brendan has been sacked. We will stay on topic for that for this video. I won't be here long. I have got dinner coming soon. But if you're just joining me and you have been under a rock, because I have today as well, Brendan Rodgers, the Leicester City manager of 4 years, has been sacked. The funniest thing is I read a statement this morning that he's actually interested in bringing Harry Maguire back. I read that on the Sunday Sport this morning. So God only knows where half of this shit gets printed, because clearly they didn't know that Brendan was going. So that's the problem with all these media reports. You got to take them for what they are. Bait. Hi Lee, says Elliot in the chat. Brendan has gone at last, says Hari. The bells are ringing. Riley's happy. Marlon's happy. Jesse's happy. Barry's happy. Evans can manage to the end of the season. We need someone who knows the players. He has a winner's mentality. He is a leader who can motivate like Pearson. Line up a permanent manager to take over as soon as possible, basically, says Barry. However, I don't think this will save us from relegation. Are we going down? Is it too late? Is it too late? I don't think they were going to sack him yesterday because it would have been April Fools. Proud to be a Geordie says, any manager that brings a trophy to a club deserves respect, but it was his time to go. It was his time to go. It was. Yesterday's performance was not good enough. Most of the season's not been good enough. Yesterday's goal come from an individual performance of Ricardo. It was not a team goal. It was not a team effort. Yes, okay, there was a pass from Ndidi. But look, most of that game yesterday, we was battered and performed relatively shit. Let's be honest. So that's the problem. Most of these games that we have looked half decent, it's usually based on like one player, James Maddison. You know, We've not looked a team all season. We really haven't. Should have done it during the international break, says Elliot. He led us to new heights, but it's time he goes. He's not leading us to new heights now, though, is he? We are fucking 19th, lads. So, I'm appreciative of what he's brought, but God, I'm glad he's gone at the same time. The fans are being pulled apart as well with Brendan in charge. I've seen it on Twitter, countless times on Twitter. The amount of people arguing. The amount of people that want him out, want him in, want him out, what he's done, what he's not. That's gone now. Let's get back onto the same page. We're all Leicester fans. We all want to stay up. We've got to get behind the team. End of discussion. If you're going to the games, if you're not, you're just backing them on social media. Positivity is what we need now. Positivity is what we need. I think the players will need positivity as well. Don't forget they've had this manager for 4 years. 4 years is a long time in anyone's life to create a bond, a relationship, a friendship, trust. That is now going to change. So mentality in the dressing room is going to change. Certain players might actually be playing now that weren't, like Soyuncu. We have no idea. But we've got to back now the players. We've got to get behind the players and try and motivate them. We've got to. We've got to send our love, our everything going forwards to try and stay up. I think they need the support. They need the fans. They need the 12th man. So personally, I think we've got to back them. We just have to at this point. Welcome to the No Manager Sunday Club. Welcome, now there is some rumblings. So I am going to spill some kind of beans. Okay, I have had a message from a reporter from France that covers lots of news and articles and social media. I'm not going to tell you who he is, but he said there's more to Brendan Rodgers sacked to Leicester. That's all he did say. And I'll give you a clue. It's the team that Richard Blackdog supports. Moving on, because I don't want to do any more. But moving on. I'll be the next manager. I've got 3 games in Football Manager and won them all. Listen. I'll take charge. I'll do it. Hands up. I'll do it. Let me do it. Listen, I did well at FIFA. Managing FIFA. Well, I got sacked at the end. But so did Rodgers. So, give it me. Sign Chappie as a new manager. I'll do it. I'll get a good go. Hi, Lee. Got to be Big Nige. No. I'm not going backwards again. How many more times do you want to go to your ex? Right? You had young love. Okay? You had young love. You made love to it. Then you fell out. Okay? You split up. You went your separate ways. You pulled in someone else for a little bit. You had a bit of fun. That didn't work out. Your ex has been with 2-3 different boys since, right? You pull them back again. You pull them back in. You go, okay, one more. We'll give it another go. Now, bearing in mind, you're now on sloppy thirds or fourths, right? And then it don't work out again, all right? And now she's been with another 3 blokes. You are not, or 3 girls, either way, whatever swings your boat, you're not going to go again to it. So, no more of this. I don't want to hear it. It's not happening. We're not having sloppy 6ths. It's not happening. I'm done with that. Moving on. Chappie for LCFC manager. I'd love to get a go, but I'm not qualified. Wish I was. Lost the dressing room. He lost the dressing room a long time ago. 10 months too late. A lot of people are saying the same thing. Bring Craig Shakespeare. A lot of you are talking about who we're bringing in. We're not going to discuss that. We are going to do that midweek, right? And you can join in because we've got coming a brand new show that's going to look a bit like this. I'll give you a rundown of how it's going to look. If I can. Maybe I can't. I don't know. Let's have a quick look, see if I can do it. I might not be able to. I might be able to. Yes, that's how it's going to look. We're going to have people on the left here, and we're going to do this. I can't wait to do it. It's going to look sick. All right, that is how it's going to look. I hope you guys enjoy it. I think it's going to be banging. I'm going to add I'm going to add so much to it, and I'm going to bring people in as well, okay? We've got Babe Step... No. I'm not going to give anything away. We've got some banging guests coming in. I promise you that. We're going to have some eye candy for the lads as well. We're going to do bits, all right? Bit of comedy for the lads and the girls. And we'll have to try and find some eye candy for the girls as well. I'll see if I can get someone in from Love Island or something. Well, look, I'll try my best. I'll work my magic. I'll use Twitter to get someone in. I promise we'll start getting some real good guests in. That's a promise to the channel, all right? Right, let's have a look. Who else is in here? Need to rebuild and get rid of the crap players now, says Harry. Look, we've got a lot of Bob in the team. And I think we're now finally going to get past all of the Premier League era of winning the league. I think that's finally coming to a close, you know. Because it was still there, even when we won the FA Cup. That was still there. There was a lot of players, you know, circulating around it, and there was okay. Don't get me wrong, you know, indeed he wasn't around, but that sort of era, just after winning that title, it kind of that's folded now. I think it is time to rebuild and restart. I really do. Leicester City has 10 games to go. No pressure, chaps. We'll be all right. FA Cup doesn't make him side clear. There has been falling out with some players. Time for change. Attack. Leicester stay up, but only just, says Mini Flicker. Now, I'm going to stop you there. The FA Cup does make him a legend at the club. Regardless of his downfalls this season, he's won us our first FA Cup. Ranieri won us at the Premier League. Both of these managers' names will be forever in the history books for winners, right? Not Ian Holloway, that brings you down to League One. Winners. Granted, if Roger stayed in position, he probably would have got relegated and he would have gone down as a relegation manager. But hindsight, now that's over with and he has gone, I'm going to have to stick him up in the legend status of winning the FA Cup, regardless of how shit he has been this season. Right. Eye candy, so Lee is getting his kit off. Not me. Can you give me a shout out, please, says Rabbit. Even if the good times were great, still never go back, lads. Never going back. Imagine Rodgers goes to Spursley. That's already happening, I think. That's already happening, all right? That's what I've been suggested. So you can get me, mate, a young journalist, says Archie. Well, if you're interested in coming on this week, I will be more than gladly let you come in because the link is going to be shared. It's going to be there. It's going to be in the chat, pinned. If you want to join in, you can. I'm going to be able to get 1 or 2 guests in at any one time, and we will discuss a topic, and that is it. And the topic could maybe be even part of the show where you guys vote for the topic that we talk about. So I'm starting to get back into this YouTube scene. I do apologise. It's been one hell of a probably 18 month. I have tried my best, but just cannot get going. So here I am. Right, Rodgers is done. Rodgers is gone. Brendan Rodgers sacked. That's right, 2nd of April 2023, around about midday, Brendan Rodgers has been sacked by Leicester City Football Club. Who knows what will happen for the rest of this season? 10 games to go. We've got a hell of a lot of work to do. We're 19th in the table. We've got some cracking games coming up as well. Don't forget, Tuesday night we're also live for the Aston Villa watch-along show. Monday night we are live over on Forest Fan TV for Beat the Drop. That is called Beat the Drop TV show. Whatever you want to call it, I don't care. 8 of us are going to be on there. All of the teams that are trying to not fucking get relegated are going to be in the show. So please join me tomorrow. I'll share it in the community page. And until then, we shall see you all very soon.
Hi, Mum.
Alright, say bye-bye to everyone.
Goodbye.
See you later, everyone. I shall speak to you all soon.